Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Music Origins. I am Daniel, your host again, and always. Thank you for being here. Nathan, are you there? I can hear your keyboard. I'll mute him for a second, see if he comes back here in a second. When you're ready, Nathan, unmute yourself. The keyboard was very loud. All right. Today is Thanksgiving, so anybody who's here, I say welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to you and to your families. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you ate till you dropped and you're all tired because, like me, you ate way too much food. All right. Today, I'm going to cover a little bit about some mythology stuff. I'm going to cover some other things that I've been doing. And I'm going to showing off a little bit of the art from my book too, and other things. You there, Nathan? He's doing something. What are you doing? Playing a rocket read. So I'm guessing he's in the middle of a match. If you're in the chat and you can't hear me for some reason, let me know. My audio
I cannot hear you. If you are talking, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me
I
at
don't know if
all?
you can hear me, but
what the hell? Give me a second. Hello. Oh, that's working. Should be working. Hello. It shows that it's working here. Can you not hear me? I don't think you can hear me. If you're in the chat and you can't hear me, let me know. Hello. Yeah, it's working. I don't know. Okay, Small Town Republic. Yes. Hello, I can hear you. Okay, Small Republic. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear me. Why can't him? I don't know. He might have his thing not plugged into something. I don't know. Or he's got his thingy switched over. Check your settings. I'm gonna message him.
hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
I can hear you, Nathan.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay, there it works. All right.
That was weird.
Small Town Republic said he could hear me, so I was like, okay, that's weird. All right. But today we have a couple things, and happy Thanksgiving to you, Small Town Republic. I hope you and your family had a fantastic freaking meal. Got together, had fun with your friends, your family, and whatever you do in this turkey day. I hope you had a massive turkey and tons of mashed potatoes like I did. I had a big old turkey leg. Fucking chomped the shit. I was so fucking full.
Mm-hmm.
God, I thought I didn't eat all day. Like I went all day without eating. I had like one cup of coffee this morning, got there, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to eat. And they're like, all right, boom. And I was like, hell yeah. And I got done with my second portion. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over here and die. And they're like, hey, pumpkin pie. I'm like, oh crap. All right, let's do this. Oh. That's how everything's gonna go. You gotta get the whole plate full of mashed potatoes, put the turkey, rip off a piece of meat, throw it in the middle, put some stuffing, and all the stuff in the middle. This giant bowl of mashed potatoes. Fill in it with gravy, so it's like a giant freaking bowl by itself. And just eat that. That's how I fucking do Thanksgiving. Greens. Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective. Hello, my friend. Yes, I had a great Thanksgiving. Tommy, I hope you had a Thanksgiving small time. I hope you did too. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the mythology in my book, or in my books, I should say. There's a big thing in mythology is going to happen in the second book that I'm going to not spoil too much about, but I do want to kind of cover. There's also a Netflix show that I watched that's fucking awesome that has a lot to do with what I was thinking about in my book prior to watching it that just freaking clicks perfectly with everything in my book. So I can't wait to get into that. Freaking, if anybody hasn't seen it, it's called Apocalypse or Ancient Apocalypse. Fantastic show. Definitely go watch it. There's a lot of things that I was planning to do in my book that really line up with Ancient Apocalypse that I was like, hell yeah. And it just made me really want to put that stuff in my book too now, because the way I want to do it, it's going to make so much things tie in together and really kind of make sense, but yet still fantasy. Also, I got some art I want to share with all of you guys from my book too. I got an artist to help me out. A great artist. His name. Let me get his name real quick here, so I can make sure I get it right. On Twitter, he's actually different than he is on Discord, so I want to make sure I get his name. Lakheim Amir. He's from but his I'll share his Twitter handle. Definitely give him a follow if you want any art done. If you're looking for like covers or comic style art, I believe he is part of the Comicsgate movement. Let's put his link in the chat there.
Good job.
For too long, people have doubted the intelligence of those who lived 1,000 years ago. They probably have more practical knowledge than we. Well, yeah, sometimes some of it. Actually, in my book, it's very like there's a lot of things that cover that you guys will find interesting. Because I'm tying in a lot of mythologies together. And I'm tying in also space, aliens, and fantasy, and so much more. That's his Twitter handle I did there. He's the artist who did my work. I evolved Arthas, and I had some other stuff. Evolved, not really evolved, I should say. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Stupid thing. I hate when it opens up an image and it wants to treat it like a freaking slideshow until it jumps.
Snowman. Good job.
All right. There's one. Oh, I did it again.
One more time. It's almost time.
Go. Why does it keep doing that?
It's a puppy.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't turn it off this time. I'll just have to load it each time I want to do it. All right. Share screen. Blah, blah, blah. All right, here's one of my arts that I had done. This, let's see if we can blow it up. There we go. This is the spaceships, the massive motherships that will be in my book. This is what they kind of look like. There's a couple different ones. There's actually 4 of them that will be in the beginning of my book. If you've read my first book, David, you got a lot of background noise there, buddy.
Yeah, it's Emma and Eden.
Okay. Just, hi, I'm Eden. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Emma's working on some stuff and Eden's playing, so you might hear that.
I'll
Emma
mute you for a
typing
little
bit.
bit while you talk. Just mute when you're not talking. That way you don't hear it the whole time.
All right.
All right. There we go. That's a little better. There's a lot of background noise. Anyways, the ships. There are 4 ships. I have names for them. Right now, they're the names I'm kind of really wanting to need to put this over here for a second so I can. I almost did that for now. All right. So the 4 ships will be they're different names. There's Arthas. The ship Arthas will command is called. For right now, what we're calling it is Heaven's Reaper. We may change that one. Then there's 4 ships and all like this. There's the Guardian, which is kind of a little bit different. I have in my book where the Guardian is actually a ship that's mostly about armor, has a lot more guns and stuff. Its job will be to travel to the other side of the dead zone and then stay. Once there, it will pretty much become like the Juggernaut shield. So any demon ships that try to come through to go to the dead zone to go past it will be blasted out of the sky. Pretty much its job is to stay there, make sure no enemy gets past them. Heaven's Reaper and the Seraph are both mostly transports. They have weapons, they have ships, they have ability to defend themselves, but their sole purpose, these ships, their main job is to transport the military arm of Milan, the Arkborn people, to the demon worlds to fight the wars on the demon soil. So if you've read my first book, you'll know that it ends. The demons are finally shown themselves. They attacked. Some people died, and now everything is kind of in shock and awe. I'm starting my second book 100 years in the future. As you know, my people in my book live to 100,000 years. So they're 100 years is nothing, a drop in the bucket for them. But in that last 100 years, in the second book, it's not a big spoiler. It's literally right at the beginning. The angels are preparing them for the Great War. The Great War is where one second. Pretty much the Great Demon War is where their whole purpose of creating Milan and the people, the Ingal and the Kondo and all these people were to fight the demons on the physical realm in case the angels aren't allowed to. So they're now saying, hey, you've had 400,000 years to become the people that you are now. It is time to get to business. So since the time of the attack with the demons on Creed to now, it's been 100 years. The angels have pretty much sped up their technology development by light years. They had like ships that could go to like the moons. They had the ability, like kind of like us, but they had the way they used technology was to benefit the people, but not overly use it. So they didn't have guns. They didn't have what? They still don't have guns. I don't. Well, I don't know if I'm going to put any kind of gun in this world. They still use like medieval type weapons like shield swords, but they have like certain things like energy shields now. They'll have spaceships. These are massive spaceships, by the way. The ships right here cannot enter a world's atmosphere because they're just that big. They would just break apart. It would devastate the planet. It'd be like the moon entering orbit. These ships are huge. They're able to carry I think I said 10,000, I think I said troops. I was thinking 10,000 troops, including the Griffins, including some ships. Whoa! Oh, it did it again. Here, I'll just drop that. You guys saw the picture. Yeah. So I don't know why it does that. We switch it. But yes, the ships. The one you saw is one of its main ship. They'll have like small fighters. I'm kind of thinking of the design. And one of the things I thought about was, I don't have it. Give me a second. One second. Let me grab it. All right. All right. Some of the designs I was thinking about, I was trying to think of like cool spaceships. There's like small time fighters. These fighters are also not meant for atmosphere combat. They're meant for outer space. These demon ships come out. They can fight and protect the ships. Right now, this is kind of what I was thinking about a little bit. You can see that in the white. There we go. For like when it's landing form, when it's not actually in combat, the wings will fold in. These wings right here will actually come in, and like they come in like the. I'll show you what they look like when they're. What I was thinking about, and then this is what they look like when they're in combat form. Like the wings will come out. This isn't the final design yet. This is just what I was thinking of. Um, the wings will actually come out and be like parallel to the front. They'll have inside the wings will actually have like a belt, like a missile tube belt that filled missiles into their missile ports. At the back, they'll have two thrusters that can go from down to up, but and like can change as the pilot moves his sticks. And you got the main thruster, the big gas engine in the back. It would fit one pilot. It's like it's the energy weapon right there. It would fire. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Kind of like a fighters. I don't, I thought that was pretty kind of cool. Like the wings could come out and then fold back into the ship when it's ready to land, and then when it goes into comet, it unfolds. I think that would be kind of cool. Just something that popped in my mind. Um, I'll talk with my artist later and ask him, what he thinks. When I have time to. He's pretty busy. He's got like 3 projects right now. So if you are looking for an artist, dude, he's looking for people. Also, I have an update for Arthas. As you know, Arthas back there is the main character of my book. Ugh, did it again. God dang it. Why does it keep doing that? Here, let's just see if I can do that. Okay, there we go. I'll just put an editing form. That'll stop it from switching freaking share screen. There we go. Here's Arthas' new look. Here is Arthas Arkwright. If I can zoom in, Jesus. I don't know. Whatever. But you can see Arthas is getting his armor is being upgraded because their technology is being advanced. Their armor will also kind of advance with them. They are also getting he's also got he's got silver or angel's wing, so he won't be getting a different weapon. Angel wing will be his weapon. If you don't know about angel wing, it's a weapon that Michael the Archangel, one of his main weapons that was given to Arthas as a gift. It's like a silver tube in its basic form. And then when he grab it, it will transform into whatever you need it to be at the moment you need it. So during combat, you can with his mind, he can change it to a spear, sword, axe, shield, whatever he needs to do. He's got control with his mind. So he's gone. If you've read my first book, you know that he went through almost 1,000 years of training to truly master his mind, to be able to hold on to this thing. So yeah, Arthas looks freaking awesome in this. He literally captured what I was looking for. because he has light pale green skin. His armor looks freaking fabulous. I love how he did that. It looks still like kind of like the outline that I had from my first book. Up, you can't see. I'll show you what here. Let me put that down. Let me look for my old Arthas picture, and then I'll show you what it used to look like. If you haven't seen it, you should have seen it by now, and what it looks like now. Share screen. Here's the old art I had done for him in the first book. This is kind of what he looked like. He had a lot of like the ranger kind of gear. He was, he was made for like running through woods and fields and forests, and he had his cloak and his hood, and he will be retiring the actual cloak, his big ass cloak he usually wore in the first one. He will be retiring it in book 2 because he is no longer just a warrior who fights for others. He is a commander, a leader, a champion of his people, and he will be, he'll have to act like a commander. It's time for him to take up his role as the prince of Milan, and now he will down his new armor. And I didn't have it colored in my first book either, so now I have him colored. So I am really excited about this. He looks freaking awesome. I really enjoy. I wish I could zoom. Where does the zoom button here? Let's just pull it back up again. But if you can see, like, I love the detail. This guy, I love this artist because look at the detail he went. If you don't know, he's the special unit that Arthas is in. He's part of the special force kind of brigade called the Silver Thorns, and I really love how he interpreted like the silver thorny, patches into his armor. You got the little technology where you can see lights coming in and out. His the telemask that you hook to your neck that turns into a full blown gas. It turns into a gas mask slash. There's a full helm version too, where it completely covers the entire head, or when there's like no oxygen space that you need. It becomes like that in toxic areas like swampy and areas like that. He captured what I really wanted from Arthas, and he did a great job. Freaking fabulous! Look at the detail on this. I love it. The green really mixed well with the steel color. He's got his band that he had in the first book still there. I love the leaf and the pout. Man, this guy did great work. Nathan, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, what do you think?
I thought he did good. I'm still not so sure about the green.
Well, I wrote in the first book that he's got he's got a green tint to his skin, so
Yeah, small green. Yeah, but it was, I don't know.
pale green. So I like it though. I think it looks good. Makes him look different. He's not like a normal. But then look at I love this detail. Look at that. Part of his armor, it just looks fabulous. He's still got his clothes. Let's go get the band on his arm. Angel Wing looks I like the way he designed Angel Wings. Like it's got like almost leaf-like sword.
I don't think I saw his. Oh,
The bottom right here.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was Angel Wing.
Yeah, that's Angel Wing. It's in sword form. That's why it's silver. And you got his mask, his telemask on halfway. Telemask will be advanced too, so they're more tech based. Like they're kind of tech based in the first one, but they never really had. Well, he made it better. I think he really designed it. He really upgraded it. I freaking love it. I think it looks awesome. And he kind of got more of these.
I think the only thing about the telemask that it should also have, because the telemask is supposed to also have like where
full
It's got
form.
like a no
Yeah.
the
What do you mean?
the hollow. It's supposed to be able to bring up hollow.
No,
things.
that's his wristband. He's got a thing on his wristband that'll pull up. That the Teleman's is a comm. It communicates to other people. But it's mostly for like auction stuff. But it's got inside, you can kind of see it almost looks like when it becomes a full-on mask, like when it covers his whole head. It's like Iron Man, and when you know how you can see out, like it's a computerized thing, but it's from the inside. Metal looks sometimes hard to pull out. Yeah, metal is really hard to pull, and he did a fantastic. I think he did great. I think he made this look really cool. Like, I really like this chess piece. I like the designs. I like the color choices he put on here. The white and gold next to the green. Definitely makes me feel I'm very happy with this. I was trying to get it the other one colored, but I can never get it colored right. I tried to myself. I couldn't do it. This guy did a great job. I'm so excited for when this guy starts doing my demons. He's excited too. He's like, as soon as you're ready to do demons, dude, let me know. I was like, yeah. If this kid did this to Arthas, he's gonna make my demons look freaking awesome. Oh, I can't wait. And he'll be one that if I ever get my art book going, because I do plan. If I was hoping to make enough money off the first book to do an audiobook and then start my art book. If anybody know Tommy, I'm sure you know what D&D, monster books look like, and stuff like that. I want to create a book like that, probably Indiegogo or something sometime, where I can get some CG guys to come in and do an art book that I can sell alongside my main book. That pretty much has all the characters, all the creatures, all the demons, all the animals, all the different cities, maps, everything all put into like some kind of like cool lore book thing. I would love to get that done. And he'd be one of the artists I definitely get onto that project. And if it ever becomes really freaking big and people love it, I could do what Shadow's doing over at Shadowversity and make get people together and turn my novel into a graphic novel too. But that's way down the road right now. Right now, let's just get my novel done and my second novel, because I'm working on my second novel already, and I'm working on a little side short story project I've already started, and I have another one planned. I have 2 short stories I have planned and a novel. So I got work. I got the Bard of Heaven. I am already started writing that. And then the Rise of the High King is I'll probably make that a short story. That will be like a lore. I might even put that on YouTube as a lore video that shows that it's a prior book to my first book. Pretty much, it's how the High King became the High King, and Arthur's grandfather took on the role of High King for his people. But God, I love this art. I love this freaking stuff. I really do. I'm gonna make this a freaking poster and T-shirt. That's gonna be exciting. This is what I've been trying to do as a poster or a T-shirt or something. Prince Arthur's Arkwright. That looks badass. Let me see something. Where did that ship go? Where did the ship go? Where did the ship go? Where did the ship go? There it is. All right. Let's zoom into the ship. Let's take a closer look at this ship before we go into the lore stuff. Man, I really like this design. He called it the Scarab. He thought it would be kind of a good name for it, but I'm really liking the Heaven's Reaper.
The Scarab is pretty cool. That's kind of a cool name.
You think so? Think I should change it to Scarab?
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, but
yeah. But I like the design he put in, like where this thing I wanted, and at first I wasn't sure about the whole big towering thing.
We need to work on the twisted ships too.
Oh yeah, the twisted ships. I already have in mind of one of the like a ship that is being twisted, part of the story, and a different alien race I might add in as a chapter. the first I wasn't, like I said, I didn't know about the tower thing. I was kind of like, but then when I started writing it out in the book, there's a function I made for it that actually makes it, that really works really well. And I loved it. Pretty much in the book, I'm going to explain like where different things are in the ship. I explain like up here is like the chow / recreation area of the crew. It's a massive cafeteria, a massive like dining hall / place where they can like work out and run. I think below that I said the dorms for the like in this like right down here is the dorms. Back here's the engine room, of course. They have the massive engine room. Then you got the dorms for all the warriors, and then you have I call the greenery, which is a massive park / forest that grows within the ship that provides a lot of their fruits, vegetables, and it also helps with like oxygen and stuff like that flow through the ship. It also provides an area for people to get away, and it's got like a holographic ceiling that makes it look like you're standing in daytime, like outside or at night, and you can feel like you're not in a spaceship forever. Helps with like morale. Also, an area where they keep the beasts, so like the griffins and the owl and anything else they need, they're taking with them, like beast wise animals for food, stuff like that will be kept there. The command center is where this thing is. I'm putting that where the command center is. It's more armored, more forced. They can hide down in here. It's also where the pilots are, the commands, and right behind it will be the commander's quarters, and then down like right below it will be the supply. Right in here will be like the massive supply dock where all the supplies will be kept. So when they go into the demon, worlds, they'll have things where they can take supplies and land on the planet and start building bases and stuff. This is, and like right in here, only pretty much the whole front end of the section is going to be docking bay, so that fighters can fly into the ship. I'm gonna have them fly right into through the front and land. They can come in and out right there. And I think and it also drop ships. Those are the ships that will actually transport the people to the planets. And I think that's fun. And Nathan, you came up with the name of the fighters that I was talking about earlier, the Arc Wings. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, the Arc Wings. And that's why I was building that. And I was like, ooh, maybe I could do this with. And you see that when I shared that? Like, well, I showed you our pictures. What do you think about it, though? Like, how the wings like out and fighting, and then have them retract there, and like when they like
I thought it was pretty cool. It's different.
So they don't take as much space, and then like inside the wings have it like hollow but like thicker, and inside that they have like a missile bay. They can like load like chain load missiles in, so it would fire missiles out. And also,
I thought you were going to turn the ships into a missile.
Oh no, not well. No, I wouldn't do that. I think they're just suicide runs. I don't know.
Well,
there will be drones, so I will be adding like there will be like,
huh? Do that for the Twisted.
Oh well, yeah, the Twisted are gonna have like freaking creepy shit. I'm watching Oh, but yeah, so I want to go and talk about this show that I watched. I don't know, Nathan, did you get a chance to watch it? I told you should watch it too.
The Apocalypse thing? No, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
No, you needed to. It's freaking awesome. It delves into like they're in the time of the flood and like right before the flood, and like could there have been like an ancient civilization that was not super high tech, they like alien tech, but like more advanced than what we would think during that period, and then the flood took them out. I'm not going to spoil much about my second book, but the biblical flood will have a big impact in my second book, a massive impact, one that my characters will get to witness. It's not a big spoiler. Michael will take Arthas and Theros to Earth to witness God's power, pretty much, and he's going to witness the flood. They're going to see what happens to evil, and it's freaking there's gonna be I'm gonna put in other gods into it, like the Zeus and other things are gonna be put into it, and I'm gonna put in other like
Your
there
phone's
was a
not dead.
Oh, not dead now.
I want to play cars. I want to play cars.
No. I'm talking to Uncle Daniel.
Hi Eden.
You say hi. You say hi, Uncle Daniel.
Also, hey, Eden. Sorry we missed your birthday. Happy birthday, little girl.
Uncle Daniel says happy birthday.
Yeah, we'll be there soon. Hopefully, we gotta go pick up the kids this weekend. My stepkids, we gotta go pick them up this weekend. And then when we get back, we're gonna set up a time when we can come up to see you. We'll organize a time when we can come up there and hang out again, and we'll get this, celebrate her birthday. Zoe had a birthday too, not too long ago. Her birthday was like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so in this show, there's one of the episodes that really caught my eye. There was a scene where they talked about what was that god? Like the serpent god, the feathered serpent dude. And then they said that there are tribes out there who have things where a man shows up and starts teaching them how to farm, how to cultivate, how to cut rocks, how to move things easier, how to do like different, like more advanced for their time than we would think to help them, survive pretty much the ice age, because the ice age is right around right now. People are having problems. And then this person shows up riding a serpent and he helps pretty much keep them alive. I'm going to do a twist on it in my book, because I've already planned something like this in the book, that there was a certain figure in biblical things that wasn't good, who wanted to turn people away from the worship of God to other gods. And this person may have gone around the world tempting people away from God with knowledge, with things, and they may have started worshiping a certain person more than God. Now I wonder what that person could be, or what the serpent could be that this guy supposedly rode. So I was like, this fits so well with my headcanon of my universe, because the way I have things going in the story is it's gonna be friggin' it fit just like puzzle pieces clicking together, and I was like, hell yeah, that is what I want. Like, I love shit like that. I love mythology. I love like ancient alien. Well, some of ancient aliens I love. Some of it gets stupid. I don't think aliens came here and like kidnapped our cows. I think if aliens going to show up on Earth, they're probably just watching us and shaking their heads and going, no, these guys aren't ready. They watch our TV and go, good God. Anyways, but yeah, so I was also watching another thing on Netflix I really like, documentary. It was like aliens on other planets. It's like if we because there's if anybody who doesn't believe in aliens, I think you're crazy.
I don't believe in aliens.
There's billions and billions and billions of stars, planets, and stuff out there in our universes, and all these galaxies beyond.
Well, I don't think there's aliens in our universe.
No, not in the Milky Way. No, I believe they're outside the Milky Way. I
don't think we have any inhabitable planets outside of not like life building.
Well, here in the Milky Way, not really.
Other than bacterial, you can have bacterial.
Well, they are. They've found bacterial life on Mars.
Yeah.
So there is bacterial life.
Have bacterial life.
Single cell life, yes. Like advanced tech-based aliens, not around here, or they're all dead. there might have been at one point on maybe Mars or something, maybe before man, but they all died. Like it was wiped out, or they live underground. One of the two. I'm just saying. But yeah, so
under our ground.
no, under Mars, like deep
Oh.
in the planet. The only way you would live on Mars if you were pretty much in the planet itself.
Well, you know, there are people that believe that there are alien races that live inside our planet.
Well, yeah, there's like mole people and the lizard people and whatever.
People.
Center of the Earth. You never know. There might be giant dinosaurs down there. We never got that far down, but no, like seriously though. There were in one of those episodes. They do have a city they found underground, a massive. It could hold. I think they said 10,000 people or more in this underground like caverns, because it wasn't just one big cavern. It was like multiple caverns, all linked together to this tunnel system that the city sat upon. And I was watching this episode in that show, Ancient Apocalypse, and they said they only found it because some people in their homes were doing maintenance in their home, and they knocked a hole through the floor, and the hole led into a tunnel. And so they went down, and they started having people go down and explore this tunnel, and they found this whole underground freaking city, ancient beyond measure, like Ice Age old city, that somehow these people carved out of the very freaking stone itself, and they survived the Ice Age by going underground and like coming out only to hunt or whatever. And I was like, holy crap, that thing is huge and it's awesome. And finding stuff like that freaking blows my mind. It's so cool. And then like every single society, every culture on our planet has a flood story. There's a story that something happened and the water levels rose, everything died, only certain people lived, and only rare occasions was there they said like one of the guys survived on his boat. He was fishing and somehow he lived and barely survived until the seas lowered and he came to land. And then you got Noah, of course, and then you got who knows what other stories are out there where they were up on the tallest point of a mountain and barely freaking lived, or under some kind of cavern that didn't completely get covered in water, because if you're underwater in a cave, sometimes the air pockets will keep you safe. Not for long, because the air eventually will run out unless there's somehow a air channel into there. But there's so many interesting things that we can use, and mythology based with history. I believe mythology is a way of teaching us history, but not an exact. Like there's, you got some mythologies are teaching you certain things, but they're teaching lessons, not really, not for saying, there are creatures like, on this maze. Maybe they're saying, hey, the Minotaur in the maze, maybe that's something to do with like an underground city, that they're like, hey, don't go down there, it's dangerous, it'll fall. Something, maybe there's a defense thing down there that protects the city. Who knows? This could be all kinds of crap. I love it. And maybe some of the mythological beasts are actually part demon twisted or something. Who knows? My mind is. I watched that show and it hit with my creativity on this universe. I was like, yes, that fits so well with my flood story. So I'm definitely going to be using some of that to help me out, help inspire me. In my writings, there's you definitely gotta watch it, Nathan. We'll actually talk about it like verbatim and like debate it and what you think, because that show is freaking. It's a guy who's not even an archaeologist, who's actually been like, the archaeology community hates him because he's actually asking questions and taking, he's like, you say this ancient city that you're sitting on is from this period, but there's things in this city that kind of question that. Some of those things in here actually may be dated way before him, or it might show that ancient people actually understood stars and read the stars and did astrology and were able to build, like how they were able to like perfectly align some of their things with like certain stars, or how the sun how the sun moved throughout the year, different solstices and stuff like that. You got the summer solstice. Some things would only line up with the perfect line with the summer solstice every year. And it's crazy. Like some of these ancient, like I mean ancient freaking stuff. And they're like, how did this get built here? How did these stones get, placed here? Oh, there's so much in the show that he's like he's a reporter. He's a investigative reporter, and he wants to not just prove his theories. He wants to question: could it be possible that there was a pretty not advanced, not like our advanced tech, based, but maybe a type of advanced tech, not like spaceships and stuff, but like a people who understood how to farm before farming was, the community says when farming actually happened. Did they understand? Like, did hunter gatherers actually understand, like, not over hunting something? Because there's claims that that's how the mammoths were all wiped out, is because people over hunted them and killed them all, and made them extinct. Well, second, girls are getting really loud. Well, there was a one stream I watched with Gary and those guys. I watched their stream, and this guy was talking about the size of a woolly mammoth to a man, and there was hundreds of them all over this place, and they were massive. I mean, like, to believe that mankind with sticks and stones murdered these Goliath-sized just tanks, because that's what they were. They were feathered, they're furry tanks with giant tusks that can just trample you with nothing. And you think like mankind wiped them off the planet by overhunting them with spears? No,
that's possible.
Well, it would take a lot, and there actually is like evidence that maybe that's not why they died off. Maybe it was something completely different. Then there's so much out there that questions like certain narratives, and then the mainstream community like bans him from certain things because they don't want him like going in and actually testing things to see if it actually goes prior to the date that they claim. And it's ridiculous. You should certain things should be always questioning everything, like especially when it comes to history. Like, you find some new evidence that maybe what we believe is history is wrong, we should be questioning it and trying to figure out what was actually right. Especially science does it all the time. What we believed 100 years ago is completely different in science than we believe now. We didn't believe, some people were having strokes back in the day, and people thought they were demon possessed and threw them in and drowned them. Because they believed that they were possessed, but they were actually just having like a stroke or again some kind of mental illness. And our stuff advanced, and more and more as we advance in our technology, we're discovering more and more about our past, more and more about the universe. And problem is, a lot of our world isn't wanting to even explore the universe. I was watching that alien one on there. It's like, if we use Earth rules on other planets, could there be life? And yeah, there could. It wouldn't exactly look like us. There's one. It was like a planet that never. It's it's in a special orbit of the sun that it actually doesn't orbit itself. So only one side faces the sun, one does not. So half the planet's scorching desert, the other side of the planet's ice, frozen ice, and what a creature would look like it was if came to life on that planet. What would look like on the desert? What would it also look like on the ice side? And it was kind of crazy. It's really cool how they come up with these different like creatures that they come up. One is like this high dense gravity planet that these like almost skinless flying kite things take over the skies and eat, special kind of like plant things that the spores the plants shoot up into the air. They eat these spores, and they never ever hit the ground unless they give birth, because if they hit the ground, they pretty much get devoured by these creatures that crawl across the earth that are boneless, and they just like flop around, and if they get at you, they'll lay on you and dissolve you into like whatever matter they need to survive. And it's like creepy. And I was like, damn, this is cool. This shit is awesome. And it blows my mind how much our imagination, because one of my theories, my beliefs is that our imagination is just a gateway to God's consciousness. So everything we ever imagine is something maybe God is like feeding us. Like what I imagine in the universe could be all kinds of things, what kind of aliens out there. But what if it wasn't really my imagination? What if God was like seeking little bit of knowledge into your mind, little by little? Like if there was a planet full of trees, what would it look like? And then you start closing your eye and you start imagining different worlds be built in your head. And it's just one of my little theories, that God's like, poking us with fun. He's like, oh yeah, well, watch this. Maybe there is a world out there called Middle Earth, and maybe it was built. You never know. You don't know. Maybe there was a literal Lord of the Rings in a different galaxy. And J.R. Tolkien somehow, when he was creating his book, God was feeding him the knowledge of this entire different people and planet into his brain. And he was just writing it out. Who knows? I'm just saying. It's gonna be fun. It's fun to like speculate and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm having fun with this world building. And second book, the technology is gonna advance. There'll be spaceships. They're gonna be going to a whole new galaxy because Milan is the main planet they were on in the first book. But they're leaving. It's their job, and now they're going to fulfill God's purpose for them. He created them for major singular purpose, to fight the darkness, to fight the demons on the physical realm. And it's time. It is time. It's time to get the gears. It's time to load the ships. It is time to go. And they're going to go, and they're going to go through the dead space. What they discover in the dead space will be kind of interesting. And when they get out, they have a whole galaxy of just demon twisted world that they gotta get to and start fighting. And the first world you will face is Sloth, the demon prince of sloth and I think I said laziness, like sloth and gluttony. I'm putting two of them together for him. I'm putting the glutton demon and the sloth demon in one. And we're gonna put him in. I gotta come up with a good name for him. Or just call him Sloth, one or two. And then so it's gonna be him in this world. That's the first world they're gonna go to, and then I'm gonna do more and more and more. Each world becomes whatever the demon prince is. It reflects the demon prince himself. So when they get to the world, certain things are different in different worlds. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. I want it to be terrifying. I want it to be just dark. I want it to be also like hopeful, and I want it to be like hero faces overwhelming odds. The hero's journey, what it's going to be like for a race that was raised by angels and almost no war, thrust into the war that will shape the entire universe and it's going to be freaking awesome. So look forward to my book 2 when it's finally done. I'm chapter 1. I did the prologue earlier today, and I'm almost done with chapter 1. And then I'll be getting at my Grammarly and then start doing my editing. And I'm going to do chapter by chapter, work little by little. Nathan is going to help me figure out some cool stuff with tactics and stuff like that for the demon armies. And
Yep.
We're going to come up with some cool ass demons that are going to be on the sloth world. And my artist, actually, he's really excited. He told me he had such a blast creating this art. He said it's one of the funnest things he's ever done, and probably some of the best he's ever done. And he's really looking forward to keep working with me. And I told him, dude, I was like, dude, I like your art. I like what you've done so far. And if you do my demons real well, you're doing my cover. I can't wait to get I'm going to do the cover quick too. I don't want to wait till the whole book's done and then get the cover done when I can't get it done. I want to get the cover done like right off the bat, have everything ready in the background. So all I have to do is just delve into the writing. And hopefully because if anybody doesn't know, I live in the Joplin area of Missouri. I'm not afraid to say that. I am having a book signing on December 10th of this year where I will be selling my books, also signing my books, and it is going to be a fun event. I don't know if you're going to be able to get down there for that or not. It'd be cool if you were, but it's up to you.
Yeah, what day is it again?
December 10th.
10th?
Yeah.
Well, I might be able to.
If you can find out if you can or not, it'd be cool if you can, because then
What
you
day
can
is
come
that?
down.
Is it like Monday, Tuesday?
I think I'll have to look. I think it might be a Saturday. Let me look.
Saturday I should be able to get there.
That's October. December 10th is a Saturday.
Yeah, I should be able to come.
I'll have to find out what time exactly it is. What's the date today? 24th. I gotta order my books tomorrow. I gotta really order my book. I'm gonna order like, I don't know, 10 to 15 books probably from the site, so I can have a box of books there. If you have bought my books and you're in the local area, come on down, sign them. Actually, Nathan, I know you said somebody who wanted to sign book. I have it back there. I just got to sign it, and then I might, if you come down, either ship it to you, or if you come down, just hand it to you. And Culture Casino, if you're watching, I still have your signed book right back there. And you still haven't sent me your address or a P.O. box to send it to you. And it's been 2 months. You said, hey, I'm going to get my P.O. box set up. I'll get back to you. 2 months ago. I told you I would send you a signed copy. It's right there. I put 4 books already up for sale at that thing. I haven't checked with them to see if it's sold any yet. I hope they have. It'd be great because it's a local bookstore. It's called Everybody Buys Books in the Joplin, Missouri area. I'm gonna get a poster made for that event, and then I'm gonna get a hold of probably the local news thingy and see if they'll run an article about it, so that I can get more eyes on it, and hopefully a lot of people will show up, and that'd be great. They said one of their good books, they've done over 500 book signings in their time since they've opened like 20 years ago. So that's a lot of book signings. So they know what they're doing. And I talked with the owners, and they said that they had a couple of people that come in with like 3 or 4 books that they just happen to have, and they sold them all, and then we're like, "Yo, thanks, all right, we're done," and they just left. And they're like, "You got hours left that you can still sit here and hang out with people." And they're like, "Nah, I'm good." And they said, "I sold all my books, I signed everything," and they left. And it's like, I think he said it's from like 10 to 2. I'll have to look and find out the exact time period. As soon as I find that out, I'll let people know. I'll be making a video just for this book signing, for a promotional video for that. I'm making a poster for it. I thought about making T-shirts and selling T-shirts too, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. But I do want to make a cool T-shirt with that new artist look, because we had T-shirts made before and they never sold. But I want a poster. I don't know. Nobody ever wanted to buy that poster. I was like, what? That's a cool as fuck poster. But this next poster could be badass. The colored one looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that made into a poster probably next couple days and have it put back there too with that one.
How many books are you taking with you to the book signing?
Well, I was thinking 10 to 15. Because she recommended 10. And I was like, well, 10's got a good number, but what if there's like more than 10 people show up? What if I get a whole lot of people? That would be terrifying. 100 people show up wanting to buy my book, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, well, I can get you names. Well, I also have like the ability for them to actually go out and they can purchase it through my link. So I can have my link there and be like, hey, if you don't have your book, if you want it signed, I'll get a list or something with like addresses or something. or I don't know, an email addresses or something that I can like email them. Hey, if you want your book signed, I'm going to be by the store at this time to this time. If you didn't get a chance to sign your book that time, stop by and I'll quickly sign your book or something. That way, if people couldn't get the book during the event, they will be able to purchase it online, get the book, and then they can get a hold of me and I'll get the place and I could sign their book or something. That'd be cool. And hey, you never know. This might help prop me up. It might hurt me. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to meet people who enjoy my book, and I'm hoping that I meet some fans. Even if just one person shows up, it'd be worth it. Because you shake one person's hand, it says, "Hey, I read your book. I love it. I enjoyed your stories. It really brought me a time of joy. It brought something to I can escape into, and just spend a couple hours a day reading. And I really love your book. I can't wait for your second one." And I'd be like, hell yeah. And my second, my third, my fourth, my fifth, who else knows? I'll book, I got so much planned for this universe. And it's fun getting back into the creative juices again, because it's been about, I don't know, 6 months since I've actually written into because, I finished all the book first and then I edited everything. And that took God awful long. And this is the part I love about the book writing part, is the actual writing, the actual creative part. Hopefully this year, if we make enough money, I will be hiring an editor this time to actually edit the book. That way me and Nathan don't have to worry too much about the editing. We'll edit a little bit. That way we don't have this dude like freaking suffering under my ineptitude on spelling. And sentence structure. Grammarly helps me out a lot with that. And so when I'm done and the book is out, when the second book gets done, I'm going to be freaking happy. I can't wait. I have a lot of plans for this book. This book is going to get a lot more high tense, I think, because I think the first book was a lot of building, a lot of world building, not many big events that would like shake the everything. This book is going to have a lot of big events, and in the third book, fourth book, until the end of the war, and then after that, the universe is open to wherever I decide to go next with the story, and I can't wait till we get to that point. Because holy crap! Because when the war ends, the whole universe is open. Their purpose is fulfilled. So now they can just explore all the known universe. So many stories can come up, so many different events, so many different things, and it's gonna be fun. And I hope you guys look forward to it. I'm looking really forward to delving with people into more and more deeper into the stories, and hoping you all come and join us. And as we keep building this and others, also, if you guys don't know, I created a new Discord server for creatives of the fellowship, just for creatives. If you're a YouTuber, you're a writer, artist, if you're a promoter, if you're thinking about starting a project like an Indiegogo project, but you need people, send me a DM or send me a message or something somehow, DM on Twitter or whatever way you can get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. I'll invite you guys to that server, because that server's literally called it New Iron Age, because that's what we're calling this movement, is the New Iron Age. It's a bunch of indie creators coming together to build something new, from movies, TV shows, books, comics. Who knows where it could go? But what I want to do with this server is bring people together. That's the entire purpose. It's not for me. It's not for anything else. It's to bring the entire fellowship of creators, because there's a ton of us. There's a ton of writers that are a part of this fellowship. There's a ton of artists that are a part of this fellowship. There's a ton of just creative minds. YouTubers too, like small time YouTubers or big YouTubers. Anybody who wants to get a part of this server, join this server so we can build each other up. I want this server to be like where artists can find writers and writers can find artists, and other artists can find other artists and start their own Indiegogo projects together from this server. that would be fantastic. If people come together, different artists are talking on the server, if different writers are talking, like, hey man, it'll be cool if this book came to life or this book, and then they join together and they work together and build a new thing, then I did my job. Then I made something that helped the Fellowship create new. That's what this server I want the new Iron Age for. There was a saying in the Marine Corps, we had steel sharpens steel. So the only way a creative becomes a better creative as new things are created is by other creatives working with other creatives to enhance each other's work. And that is what I want to see. That's why I created that server. Is I want to bring in like people like Storyman Jack and who else do I have in there right now? There's only a couple of people in it right now. I'm inviting more and more people into as I can. If you don't have Discord, that's fine. I tried to do a DM thing, but I couldn't create one. I couldn't figure out how to create a new DM thingy. Lady Balesfire is a part of it. Kai, the artist that helped me on my book is in it. Makani, I put him in it. Everybody knows Makani 90. He's another artist. I'm trying to bring people together. That's the whole purpose of this new server. I get no freaking benefits from it. I don't even know if you could get benefits from Discord. But its main thing is to bring people together. I want it to be a place where, small YouTuber who wants to promote new comics or making comics or like indie comics or Comicsgate videos comes together and maybe they find each other through my server. That'd be great. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe the artist that I used is hired on by many other people to do their art. Maybe join a Comicsgate group to create a new comic line on Indiegogo or wherever else. That's the whole purpose I created that server for. I was pretty much inspired by I got a couple of good friends on YouTube creators also were like, I've been trying to get a hold of this creator, that creator. I would love to sit down and do other videos together, like Lady Balesfire. I want to hook up with her to do more video, like world building videos and writer videos where we talk about our different books. She's writing a book. Kai, of course, has his own book. It's up there. His Domino. I believe he's working on his second book too. So, we're all of us could get them together. Maybe he's looking for an artist who needs to do his cover. Like I was for a long time. I was really struggling to find a good artist to help me with my cover. And thank God for another creative, in Red Gaze who helped, get me to the Red Gaze and what was her name? What's her name? I never think of the name. I'm terrible with names. Let me look her up real quick so I know I'm saying her name right. Nyriam, who did the Bonds book, her Bonds comic. She helped me find the artist finally to help me do the cover. She also helped her on the covers, stuff like that. Careful, buddy. That's the whole purpose of that server. So if you're looking to join the new Iron Age, let me know either in my DMs on Twitter or message me below on this channel or whatever you need to do. And just be respectful to each other. That's all I ask. No crazy drama crap. I don't want, just help build each other up, help promote each other, help expand the creative knowledge of our fellowship. So we do rival other creatives. Like, who knows when another creator who comes on YouTube writes the book that will become the next Lord of the Rings or next Harry Potter. They started somewhere. Next, J.R. Martin, who creates his own, Game of Thrones. Any one of us could become that person. It's all it takes is a creative mind and a willingness to do it and people to back them. And this is what I'm looking for, is people to help back these people, these creatives, to help push them to the next level and help promote them. If they have big channels, if you have a bigger channel, YouTube channel, and you want to help promote the next new people bringing up, there's a YouTuber that I started following, that actually YouTuber and Twitter guy that I started following called Oh, what is that? They have terrible names. A Drink with Crazy. He does the same thing. He actually created, I think, a different account somewhere else that does the same thing. And that's our whole purpose. Is we're trying to build up this community of creatives, so the next person can become that level, and that we were a part of it, because we want to be a part of it, and so that we can enjoy a new franchise to replace the ones that have been destroyed by the crazy people. It's up to us. We can't expect, Star Wars to become Star Wars again. It's done. It's gone. It has been taken by people who have no respect for anybody but their whatever ideology. It's done. So is Marvel. It's been completely, ever since Stan Lee died, Marvel has become a cesspool, and it doesn't care about the fans. Like, Stan Lee loved his fans. He loved the people who supported him, and he's constantly telling the fans how much he loved them for the work they've done. He's gone. And when he died, they turned on him. If you guys don't remember that freaking nightmare, when Stanley died, they were calling him racist. They were calling him all kinds of things. They were attacking him. It's the same repeat thing every time some guy who has any kind of stardom dies. They try to pull up every wrongdoing he might have said in the 80, 90 years he lived, and then try to destroy him with it. And these were people from Marvel that were destroying him. Like, the people who were working at the company were like, "Oh, he's dead. Thank God. The fucking racist is dead." And it's like, what the fuck? The dude literally built Marvel. He created all the heroes we love. Him and all the other creatives of the beginning of Marvel and DC and all these, they're no longer they're owned by corporations who only see profit and only see numbers, and they don't care about the previous fans. Most of them don't want the fans, because that means they actually have to do homework. That means they actually have to learn about the lore. They have to learn about the books. They have to learn about these comics. Instead, they could just create whatever. They can just turn the characters into whatever. So they hate us. That's why I think the new Iron Age is so damn important, because these people, myself included, who knows who will be great the next franchise. And then we could tell Bezos, when he comes offering big money, to go fuck himself. And he goes, "Hey, I like your book. I want to turn it into a TV show." I go, "Do I get 100% control of my project?" "No." "Fuck off." "I'm going to hand you $1 billion. Fuck off. I don't want to hear the number. I don't care. This is my story, not yours. Go find some other loser who's willing to give you whatever and let you just drag it through the fucking mud, because you want to put whatever bullshit you want to put into it. And then have it flop like he did fucking Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry, not Lord of the Rings, because it's nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. The Rings of Power TV show was an absolute fucking bomb. I laughed my ass off. The numbers have come out. Yeah, the numbers have finally come out, and it's fucking bad. Like they lost. Like, the first couple episodes had like high viewerships. As soon as those first 2 episodes, it fucking just went, and every episode just kept nosediving until there's like nobody really left watching it. You always got the Twitter weirdos on Twitter fucking pushing that shit. Like, "Oh my God, the greatest thing ever." Well, guess what? The bots are pretty much dead now, aren't they? Thank you, freaking Elon Musk. Because ever since Elon Musk took over, I have not noticed 90% of those fucking Rings of Power bots on my fucking timeline. Because when Rings of Power was out, they were everywhere. All these like new accounts that were created in the last freaking month that were all like, "Yes, best show ever." And it's like, go fuck yourself. We know what you are. You're a fucking Amazon bot that Amazon paid for to promote its shit. You're shit. It was shit. Just admit it. And hopefully they cancel it. I would love if they could just cancel it now and not continue with season 2, but we all know it's going to get at least a season 2. They'll probably have some background corrections on a lot of things. They'll probably have a new showrunner coming, a secret showrunner that pretty much controls everything. But there's no saving it. I don't care what they do. They fucked that show completely to fuck. They destroyed canon in such a terrible way. There's no way to save it. They need to just say, Rings of Power was a total fucking disaster. We burned it. We're starting over. this time we're getting Tom Shippey to be showrunner and writer and complete control. Because Tom Shippey was the only guy we know that actually knows Lord of the Rings and J.R. Tolkien personally and could actually write it. Understood Lord of the Rings, understands the lore, and can actually create something good. But yeah. Sorry for my little rant there, but hit me up if you were. Definitely hit me up if you guys are looking to join the new Iron Age, and let's bring it. Let us sharpen each other up. It's like me. I'm looking for people to review my book. Sorry, a little coffee stuck in my sinuses there. That was weird. So if you're looking to help me out, that'd be great. I'm looking for people to read my book, give me criticism, give me positive or negative. I don't care. Just let me know what you thought. I'm still having fun. Like the people who keep saying they're doing videos and haven't yet, and the people who say they have my book, I've heard nothing from. So either it's a really good thing or really, really, really bad. So if it's bad, just be like, dude, your writing sucks. And I'll be like, damn, that sucks. But at least tell me what I did wrong. Like, okay, your character, this writing, this, what you did, this, your past tense, your future tense, whatever. Let me know what you thought so that I can improve on my second book. That's what I really want. I don't want to start my second book and do the same exact errors that were in my first book. So let me know. I want to grow as a writer. This is how we grow. We get people going, hey, buddy, sit down. This is how I grew as a Marine. Marines were like, hey, fuckhead, sit down and shut up and let me tell you what the fuck you fucked up today. It's like, oh, God, thank you. And if you fuck up again the same way, I want to beat your ass. You're like, oh, sorry. And if you fuck up again, I'm going to shoot you. And you're like, oh, God. What? But yes, so hit me up. New Iron Age is coming, and we are the forebearers of it. The next age of entertainment is now. And it's just small people create indie things, and the indie community is booming right now. That's why Ripa made $1 million off his fucking comic. $1 million freaking dollars. You know why? Because he created something good. And he risked his own shit. He put like $200,000 of his own money into it, invested into his own company, created a great comic, the Ripaverse. And yeah, he made $1 million off of it. Why? Because he was willing to do the work, risk, and was willing to say, hey, I'm creating something new, and people are hungry for something new. And that's what we're building. That's what we're creating. And that's what we're showing. Like my book is going to be, I've never seen anything like there's a little bit here and there, but like this book is going to be, I think it's going to be, when it gets out there, people are going to be like, damn, this is good. And they're going to love the mythology. They're either love or going to hate my mythology answer because, yeah. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. If you don't like how I'm twisting mythology in a certain way to fit my fantasy world, that's okay. It is fantasy. Hey, little man.
Yeah, I think people are going to enjoy the book, or I hope they will.
Well, if they enjoy it, I just want to know. Like, tell me what you enjoyed about it. What characters did you love more than others? Did you like my main character, or did you love one of my side characters more? Did you think Jade was a hot, sexy chick that you would love to get with? That's fine. Make fan art of her. She's hot, red hair, perfect freaking body, and doggy. Jesus Christ, quiet. And I'm just saying, come on, like fan art is also a thing I'm looking forward to, and like Ripaverse, his fan art is fucking awesome. Like the people on Twitter are like just uploading their fan art to his comics is crazy. Like they're inserting like cool characters that look cool to fight it's awesome. And yeah, so definitely hit me up, guys. DM me on Twitter if you want to join the new Iron Age, or on here, just send a comment, say, hey, I'm a creative. here's my blah blah blah, or don't even do that. Just like, hey, look me up on Twitter or something like that. Then I could DM you the link or whatever to the new Iron Age. You could build it up as a new community to help just connect people. That's all I want to do, is just a place for other creatives to connect. And it'd be great. We could, editors, if you're an editor out there and you're looking for work, it'd be a great place to get. There's writers in there. There's a couple, there's myself, there's a couple of writers. And, if you're willing to, not be super, super, super expensive, like bankrupt me, then
I charge $10,000 for one line on art.
Oh dear God! I'd be like, oh, we will edit your book for $5,000. Like, what? No, no, sorry. 200. I may be able to do. $5,000? No. Like when I was trying to make my audiobook, and that one of the people I thought look good, it was like $3,000 higher than to read my book out loud for an audiobook. I'm like, damn, $3,000. I don't have that kind of money. Not to put it through, unless I pay. This book made $3,000. I would put it towards the audiobook. But Jesus Christ, I can't do that out of my own pocket. But I am also, that's another thing. If you're a voice actor who's looking to help people create audiobooks, the new Iron Age would be a perfect place for you. And you can go up there and be like, hey, this is me. This is my voice. What do you think? Do you like my voice? Hey, you pay me $100, $150, $200, something like that. And I'll give you half your book done. Easy. Or do the full thing. And I'll read off a couple chapters for you and see if you like it. And is my book even something you would want to read out loud? Something like that would be great. And we could hire, voice actors and get other books and other writers to get their books into audiobooks, because audiobooks are freaking awesome. I love audiobooks. I think they're fantastic. Great way to freaking listen to books while also working. I do it all the time. I spend way too much money on audiobooks. My own personal money. Which doesn't make my wife very happy.
Why don't you
She
just
goes, why are you spending? Huh?
Pay the monthly thing. Audible.
I do. Yeah, you pay the monthly. I pay the monthly, and you get one thing per month. The problem is when I have like big trips or something, I go, well, one book's probably not enough, and it's actually pretty cheap to buy the points. So what I do is I buy like 3 points for like $30, which is like 3 books for $30 is not. It's good money because that's not too much. And then what I do is I use those points to buy other books, and I have a huge category of books now. I mean, like all the Drizzt books, almost all of them are an audiobook now. Legend of Drizzt books. I went from because I was reading them up to the first 12 I think I read out personally, and then I kept finding out that he had different sections of little different mini series of Drizzt books, and he was putting them in the order. And I went and looked up online all the Forgotten Realm books, from first Forgotten Realm book ever created to the latest. There's a page for it, a fan page, and dates when it was released, how this book fits in with this series at this point in time. It's actually pretty interesting because there's a ton of books. And so I went back to the very first book and got it on audiobooks. I found it on audio, and I just been going up the list. Series after series after series. I just listened to a whole series, and I keep going and keep going, keep going. And I freaking love it. I'm really enjoying Forgotten Realms. I think are great books because they're the whole building blocks of D&D. And right now I'm really into the spell plague knowledge of what happened to the spell plague, how did it happen, all this, how it affected so many, because there's so many different books that it starts off one way and then the spell plague hits, and then their character is completely either changed or something happens to them, their whole life is thrown out of whack. It's so cool. I gotta find the actual book that actually has the event happen though, because there's because I read all the spell plague was in D&D. I don't know if you know what the spell plague is.
Nope.
Pretty much Mistra, the god of magic, is murdered by Cyric, the god of death, and well, he's not the god of death anymore. It's like he's because they were humans at one point in the story. They become gods later on, and Mistra it becomes a new. Her name was what's her name? I remember. I can't remember her name right now, but she had a human name, and she took the place of Mistra, who because there's cycles, and so she's there. And Cyric was another human, like a thief dude who hated her, becomes a god, and they kind of hate each other. And Cyric ends up murdering her, and when he murders her, the entire weave, which controls all magic, breaks. And there's massive explosion of magic energy that just transfers the whole planet, just turns everything to chaos until things finally settle down. Whole years of whole cities are just vaporized. People turned into monsters. Some of them were scarred. Some were just blown away. It's really cool how they did this. And there's I read different books where one was talking it had Mistra, and then it didn't actually cover her murder, which I'm like, damn it, I want the book where she's there and it's reading it, I'm reading it, and all of a sudden Cyric sneaks up behind her and fucking stabs her or something, and she dies, and all shit goes to fucking loose. And I've read several books that have little fragments, because it's all kind of broken up into fragments of literally different series of what conspired during this event, and it's you got to put them all together to kind of see the picture. It's freaking awesome. I love it. I'm enjoying it, and just there's so much happens within this this world, and events in the background that even in the Legend of Drizzt you didn't know about, because Drizzt's always facing this certain thing in a certain area of the world. Well, bigger events are happening in other places that can affect everything else too. So it's freaking crazy. Stories are freaking mad, but I love it. I love building that world. And I'm gonna get into 40K next. That's the next step I'm gonna start really reading into. I want to get some of the books. I love the lore. I watch a lot of lore videos of 40K right now, so I'm really delving into the universes, and I'm kind of really enjoying it. Because man, that's a dark universe. You want to see a dark freaking universe? Get into 40K. Holy crap! Also, there's a new game out, Nathan, that we might want to look into. Dark Tide. 40K game that looks freaking awesome. As those guys have been playing it, and I'm I want to play this. One of the funniest things I've ever seen on stream is X-Ray Girl being I love it. I love this game. There's so much murder. I'm dropping bodies left and right. Yeah, murder. She's the edge of her seat. You can tell she's in the edge of her seat playing this game. And there's waves of monsters coming at her. She's just murdering shit left and right. She's blood and gore. It's yes. Oh, little Asian girl freaking loving just butchering these twisted demon things. It's great. I love it. It makes me laugh. It looks really good because I it's the next game to what was the other Warhammer game they had? Was it Rat something? Rat. I can't remember the name. I'm terrible at names. The new one's the 40K though, so it's not the other Warhammer universe. This actually deals with 40K. So you got guns and you got mutants and stuff. Nurgle's coming, the father of decay and disease. He's coming. He's twisted all these people, and you had to fight back these hordes. So it looks really cool. It's $40, which isn't bad for a new game.
I kind of want to buy the new Oregon Trail.
What?
Yeah.
New Oregon Trail.
Yeah, they have a new Oregon Trail now. It just came out.
Is it like the old Oregon?
Yeah, but it's in HD.
Oh,
It's a lot like
Vermintide.
the
That's
new
what it's
one.
called. Warhammer Vermintide. That's what it's called. That's the original game. It's a lot like that one.
Dude, I want to play that game so bad though.
What, Vermintide?
Oh, no, the Oregon Trail.
Oh, I haven't even seen it like at all.
You remember the old one, right? Like from way back in the day.
Yeah, but that was like holy crap back in the day.
Yeah, of course it was, dude. It's the best game ever. Hardest
Oh,
game ever. Cool.
I wouldn't call it the best game ever. It is definitely one of the hardest games I ever played. I mean, you die for like any reason whatsoever. Like you're fine, you're doing really well, and all of a sudden, blam, you got murdered by some
Yeah,
random
plague.
thing.
The plague killed you.
Yeah, the plague just killed you. What the fuck?
Like you have a fever of 100,000 degrees. You're dead.
Or random bear showed up and murdered you in the night. I'm like, fucking Christ's sake. Though the funnest part of that game is like, well, you get to write on your tombstone. Like, mauled by squirrel. Here lies the dumbest motherfucker who ever lived. I made it 5 feet into this world, and then I was murdered.
Dude, it's supposed to be the same exact thing, except it like has like different story things, and it's got like HD things, and you can actually see the thing moving around. It's in Steam. The Oregon Trail.
I'm not seeing it anywhere. Like, it's not being promoted in mine.
I can look it up.
I'll look it up in a minute. I really want to watch this. I want to play this Dark Tide really bad.
Here, I'll put it in Discord.
I got it. Oregon Trail Director's Cut. No, that can't be it. That's $2. The Oregon Quarter?
No, I sent it to you in Discord.
I'll look.
The link. And it literally just came out like a week ago or something like that.
Oh man, this is like one of those line games.
That's what the Oregon Trail. It's exactly how the Oregon Trail was.
But I can't.
What do you
play
mean?
these now? I can't play games like this though. Not anymore.
Why?
It does now. It doesn't work for me anymore. Like back then, I was like, yeah, but that was because the technology back then made it. Like if it was like an open world Oregon Trail game where you actually like survival, that'd be kind of cool. Like you have to like make it with your family.
I actually appreciate that it's the like it keeps to the original kind of. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to keep the original.
This is not that wouldn't be one of my things. Like I like survival. Oh, by the way, Valheim is getting a really big update soon, so we might want to jump back into it soon. They're like now have wizards and shit you can add. Like you can have a necromancer, you can have like spellcasters. You can there's a whole new area opening up. The Mistland, I think they called it.
Hook.
Huh?
Hook.
I can't hear you with that stupid binky in your mouth.
Wow, that's a nice color. Maybe she like.
No, binkies are awful. Get rid of the binky. No, a hug.
No, a hug, sorry.
Darker and Darker looks good. Dark and Darker looks actually pretty good. Did you ever watch that video I sent you about that game? There's a guy streaming it. He was playing it. And it was actually look freaking hard.
I'm not going to bed.
Here you are. Time to go to bed.
I'm not. I really want to watch the show.
I'm about to wrap it up because I know somebody's about to go live, and I'm going to get off before they go live because,
Who's going live?
Let me look. I will share right now. It is Thursday night. Oh, Neurotic is live right now. Holy crap. I didn't know he was live tonight. But Thursday Night Throwdown is coming up at 10. So.
What is that?
Huh?
It's
Comics Division. He's going live. Their Thanksgiving stream. And yeah, so thank you all for coming. Hit me up if you're watching this and you want to join the new Iron Age. Also hit up my book if you haven't read it yet. Go get it. The link is in the description below. You can find it there. Also, check out the
buy the book, purchase the book, read the book,
review the
post
book,
about the book.
or at least post something on it. If you purchase it on Amazon or you buy it on any of the websites, please leave a review on the website saying how if you liked it, if you didn't, leave the stars or whatever. That way it'll promote it because Amazon won't promote anything that's not reviewed. So, and right now, last time I checked, it's got no reviews on it whatsoever. So please hit me up.
Night.
And thank you all. And I hope you all have a great night. And stay safe, stay healthy. I hope you all are having a good meal and didn't burn down your house. And we'll see you next time, guys. Thank you again.
On The Price is Right. I'm just kidding.